I was by the seashore when I first saw them, a regular-looking guest walking back and forth on the sand, as if they were pretending they were on a tightrope. At first, I hesitated, not wanting to disturb their odd ritual, until they stumbled on one of their shoes and fell into the water. Oof! Caught off guard, I made my way over to help them up. Got my clothes wet in the process. As they stood, I asked them for their name. I accidentally forgot that guests before guest 100 can't really talk per se, so he just looked at me all confused. Quietly, they wrote their name in the sand with a slight hesitation. Guest 666. A really unfortunate name. I have heard rumors associated with it, but nothing real. They wrote that even though they looked like other guests, people barely approached them because of it. Seeing this, I asked if they wanted to hang out, maybe grab a cola or two. After all, it was a nice day out and it looked like they could use the company. It made me happy to see their once flat expression grow into a small grin as they nodded their head. I took their hand as we left the beach, starting our new friendship. At first, we struggled to find any games we both liked. Sixer wasn't too keen on outdoor activities as much as I was. I was okay with it though. We would just hang out over at my place a lot. I even got a cat that resembles Sixer a lot. Her name was Tack. Admittedly, not a very good name per se, but we liked it at the same time. We spent evenings chatting about all sorts of things, about our lives, our hobbies. Sixer borrowed my notebook so they could form their thoughts more easily. We would talk around until we got too tired and slept on the floor. It was fun. At one point, while I was preparing to head to a big party that was coming up, I was surprised by Sixer writing about wanting to come with me. Overjoyed, I gave him a hug and we drove as fast as we could to the venue. The Iron Cafe was lively as ever. Folks from all around having the time of their lives as we both entered the scene. I held Sixer's hand gently as I showed her around, getting snacks and sodas as we enjoyed the scene. Even if Sixer was a bit uneasy at first, the music was lively, the food was good, it was a nice time. I stayed by her side for most of the night, not wanting to make her feel overwhelmed. Even if the others were scared or uneasy about Sixer, we ignored it. We shared a couple of Bloxies as my favorite song came on. I had a great time with them. When the music quieted down as the party came to a close, both of us were pretty tired, so I let Sixer drive us back to my place. We slept for a long while that day. It became a regular thing for me to see Sixer at my doorstep almost every other day now. We basically did whatever with the most of our time. I got them to try out some of my spare clothes, while Sixer taught me a little bit of sign language. Still rusty on it though. Sixer also found some of my old gears from my bath hobbies back in the day. Old dodgeball gear, dusty skateboard, helmets, the works. I got them to try it out and we started hanging out more often. Dodgeball, paintball, skating. We would do all sorts of things whenever we could. I was ecstatic getting to enjoy something with them. Even if I had played some of these before, Sixer held their own with or against me in competitive games. They seemed so relieved they could be with someone who isn't that myth. Someone who isn't a hacker or a beast. Our bond slowly grew as we continued to play and have all sorts of fun. Laughing, playing, goofing around. Just me and my best friend. Me and Sixer. Sixer and me. But over time, I started to notice their attitude change. They became more talkative, more aggravated whenever after she lost. This change worried me a little, as often this attitude made her lose more often than before. She started to look more disappointed and agitated whenever he headed home after a game. I tried telling them that it was all good and fun, but they remained still. Whenever there was a leaderboard in our hangout sessions, she often stared at both me and their own names. Their fists clenched tight. I don't know what they was thinking at the time. But after a particularly heavy loss, she disappeared. I didn't hear from them for a while. ... The day he came back, they suddenly started to get way better at a lot of things. They were much faster, stronger than before. I could immediately tell. They looked really happy to be able to catch up to me. We were normally at the top of the leaderboards together. I wanted to be happy for them, but the way their eyes looked at me whenever they won made me worried. Crimson red eyes which stared through me. Over time, that's when I finally realized what was happening to them. They had been relying on what looked like a vector or script this whole time. Its red color, bright as Sixer kept using it. What was once a way to catch up to me became like an unnecessary to them. Like a vice they were unable to part with. I desperately wanted to say something, but I didn't want to ruin what we had. It was changing them. That rumor she hated, it was becoming a reality. Their name often caused the leaderboard to glitch or spaz out, and stuff like doors to become broken and disgraced. I wanted to keep her on a low profile, but often failed in doing so. Their reliance grew over time, leading to utter noticing. He began to try and hide parts of their bodies too. Parts of their torso looked like they were made out of solidified code, and their right arm had become a dark glitzy mist. It was horrifying. My best friend had changed in front of me, from a quiet yet kind-hearted friend to someone who couldn't let go of something that was actually hurting them. It felt like something overtook their mind. It was horrible. I should have told them to stop sooner. ... My breaking point was hearing their voice through their vines for the first time. Although it was raspy and heavily filtered, they spoke to me. The problem was how badly it affected Sixer's body. Every word that came out of their mouth caused the visible patches of code to shift and glow. Overwhelmed, I confronted Sixer on the same seesaw where I met them. They were there first, staring at the sea. I spoke first. I said shakily, my fists clenched as I saw them. I called out to them. They had to give it up. They needed to give it up. My voice was clear. I told Sixer about how the script needed to be gone, as it was only worsening their body at this rate. I didn't want to see them like this. That horrible rumor of a violent exploiter was becoming real. Sixer stared at me, shocked. They eventually became close to me. The distance between his hands and claws clenched tightly as they kept their voice steady. He tried to explain to me how they desperately needed it, that it helped find their own name, how undeserving they were of this world. They thought I would be proud that they had found their own identity without me or the myths, proud that I could finally talk to them. Hearing all of that, I acted without thinking. I yelled at them. I yelled at them as loud as I could, my voice rising as an overwhelming anger took over my entire body. I told them that he was selfish and her script was killing them. Even if they could talk to me, I couldn't bear to see my best friend hurt like this. I couldn't just let my best friend, my only friend, throw themselves away like this. I didn't want to lose them. I couldn't. But it felt like my words fell on their deaf ears as they kept pacing towards me. I kept yelling, tears started to stream down my eyes. I said that all that fairness didn't matter if they would just end up a horrible mess on the floor when I saw them the next day. That I couldn't bear to lose them like this. Their gaze was cold and horrifying as they looked at me in the eyes. Before I could say anything else, they grabbed me by the shirt. They gripped firm, their eyes staring right through me. It was horrifying. I could feel their claws nearly ripping the fabric. At first, I had become frozen in place, my body shaking as I was held up high. But my words grew louder with their attempts to talk right back to me. Our contours back and forth drowned out the world around us. I squirmed under the grass of being lifted off the sand as I kept yelling at them to stop, to just let me go. I even began hitting their hands repeatedly as I attempted to break free, but I was only pulled out of it when their fists struck me right in the face. Everything went dark so quickly. Sixter dropped me to the sand as I felt pain on my face. Slowly, to start to get up, I felt a loud ringing in my ear. I coughed a bit, my face bruised as I looked up at them. Sixter's expression mirrored mine, a expression of shock and regret mashed together. Tears formed in my eyes as I slowly got up from the ground, voice unsteady. That was it. That was the last straw. I told them to never talk to me again. My voice was shaky and cold. At that moment, I wanted nothing to do with them. Nothing they said now could change my mind. I stared at him, trying to not choke up as I wept. The ocean tide began to pick back up as I walked away, leaving them behind. She yelled at me as I left, but that horrible voice I heard wasn't theirs. The static and noise overtaking whatever word they said as they tried to get my attention. I didn't turn back. October 1st, 2007. I haven't seen them since that fateful day. Yes, 6666, my best friend, my one and only.